Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, dear students. Today we have to start chapter number 4, which is turning effect of force. In turning effect of force, let us start our studies from force diagram. What is a force? It is a kind of pull or push or anything which is exerted on an object to move the object or to stop the moving object. That is something that is force. In last chapter you already studied about different kinds of forces, that is frictional forces, weight, tension, and so we have to see that how these forces are represented in this force diagram and the addition of forces. Let us start. In force diagram you can see these arrowheads. These green arrowheads will show the direction of the force. In last chapter you already studied that if a book is lying on a surface of a table, its weight will act in downward direction and its normal force will act in upward direction. So these are two forces which are represented by these green arrowheads, and this actually represents direction. And here you can see that if we will skip the book and the table, you can see this diagram. This is actually the representation of force diagram, or the diagrammatic representation of force. Here the weight is acting in downward direction, and just weight is represented here with the help of a force, with the help of a vector. So this represents the direction, because the direction of weight is downward and the direction of normal force is in upward. So in whole paragraph you can study, and the description of this figure 4.1 is given in this paragraph. Here is just important thing is about that the force is a vector quantity and it is represented by arrowheads. So there are certain kinds of forces. Parallel forces. Parallel forces are those forces which are parallel to each other, either in same direction or in opposite direction. If two forces are parallel in same direction, then these are known as like parallel forces, and if they have different directions, it is unlike parallel forces. For example, if these two forces are acting on a block F1 and F2 and they have same direction, they are like parallel forces. But on the steering wheel of this car, if this F1 is acting in downward direction and F2 is acting in upward direction, it means that these two forces are unlike parallel forces, because one is upward and other one is downward. These are parallel but their direction is opposite. So we can also add these kind of forces. We should know certain rules for the addition of forces. For the addition of forces, actually before the addition of forces, we should know that how we can add them, what's the advantage of adding the force. For example, if this one force is F1 and its magnitude is say 10 newtons, and this another force is F2 and its magnitude is say 20 newton, then these two forces are parallel forces. When you will add these two forces, not only direction but also magnitude, it means that the resultant force that which you will obtain, it is F net or F resultant. It is sum of all the forces, because this and this force are acting in same direction. If this is 10 newton plus the other one is 20 newton, then its sum will be automatically 30 newton. It means that the net force which will act on an object is 30 newton. And this diagram shows the direction of these forces, and how we will show the direction of this 30 newton force, because this is net force. For example, here is an object, and in this object these two forces are acting, and this is F1 and this is F2, and if you will add these two forces, you don't need to draw two forces on this object, and you can just draw this net force. Mathematically you can add by simple addition, and algebraically you can also add by this simple addition, but you have to use certain logics by adding these two arrowheads. I will draw this a big arrowhead which will represent the F net force. F net force means total force, sum of all the forces. So the total force act on a body, and this F net force is 30 newton. Other example, this was the example of like parallel forces. And what about unlike parallel forces? For example, in the steering wheel of a car, if this force is acting in this direction, this is F1, it is 10 newtons, and this force is acting, this is F2, this is actually 20 Newton. Then what is the resultant force? Yes, the F net or the resultant force will be sum of these two forces, that is F1 plus F2. But there is a problem. Why? What's the problem? That force is vector quantity. So you have to represent force by its direction. Direction means if one force in upward direction, the other force is in downward direction. It means that if these are vector quantities and they have different directions, here you have to use negative sign for F2 instead of positive sign. In the formula, yes, there is positive sign, but when negative and positive will compensate with each other, multiplied with each other, then it will be negative. It means that if we will put here like F net will be equals to F1 is 10 newtons minus F2 is 20 newtons. It means that 10 minus 20 is minus 10. F net is minus 10. It means that the direction of that force is along the direction which was negative. F2 is negative. It means that the net force will be in this direction, and that net force is minus 10 newtons because its direction is downward. So this is the logic behind the addition of forces, and we can find out the resultant force. So here you can see that addition of force is process of obtaining a single force, because here I got a single force, here also I got a single force. So this is the process of obtaining a single force which produces the same effect as produced by the number of forces acting together. It doesn't mean that in the addition of forces you just need two forces, you also need more than two forces. You can also add millions and billions and hundreds and thousands of forces together. For example, if there are several forces are acting on an object, then how you will find the net force? Net mean after addition total force, right? So that net force, total force, sum of all forces, like this. Okay, if there are so many forces acting on a body, you can add them all, F1 plus F2 plus F3 plus up to so on. You can add so many forces up to Fn, and Fn is the nth, the last force that you can add in this. So vectorially, because this is a vector quantity, you have to add them, and algebraically you also have to add its magnitude. So it means that this addition is very, very simple. But keep in mind just one thing, that if the direction of any force is different, then you have to use negative sign. For example, here in this object, F1 is acting like this, F2 is also acting like this, but F3 is acting like this. This is third force, F3 is acting like this. So, and there are so many other forces are also acting. So in this diagram, how you will obtain the resultant force if this is F4. So these four forces are added. How you will obtain the net force or the total force or sum of all the forces? It is F1 plus F2, F1 plus F2, because they are like parallel forces. These two are unlike parallel forces, and here how we can add them, that F3 has different direction. Okay, here minus F3 minus F4 and up to so on. You can also use the same logic. So if the direction is different, you just have to use negative sign. That's it. There is no any specific logic behind using addition of forces. So it was addition of forces. You can also use some concept which are given in your book. Add the magnitude of the vectors in case of the like parallel forces, as I added here in case of like parallel forces. 10 is magnitude and 20 is magnitude. I add these two magnitudes, right? And for unlike parallel forces, you have to subtract, because here I just subtract the magnitude. So there may be some confusion in your mind, that why you just write negative sign with F3 and F4, why not with F1 and F2? It's fine. You can make them negative and them these two forces positive. It doesn't matter. Your answer will be same. It doesn't matter exactly. But you can also just put one direction as this frame of reference, as a frame of reference, and you can add other forces in this. And if you consider this as the basic force, and you consider this as a positive direction, then you have to use these two forces positive. If these two forces are considered as positive, then you can use. It doesn't matter, you also write here negative sign with these two and here positive sign with these two. So hopefully you understand these things.